How are you feeling
I'm
now?
feeling good. Mm, I'm feeling fairly expanded and fairly light, and so I think we got a good part accomplished. So let's see what else is hanging around.
Choose something to create. Let's see how it works. You want to tell me what it is?
No, I was just seeing this kind of this vision that I've seen a number of times of me painting while I'm speaking. You know, basically where I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing a kind of a video conference where I'm teaching. Well, I believe that the information that I come through, even though I know there's some very profound and enlightened people, when I'm in when I'm fully awakened, or as awakened as fully as I have been, the feeling to me is it's a whole nother level than where people, where the wise men and enlightened people on earth are. They seem completely constrained still by their identities, by their egos, by their dreams and their wishes and their identity as a person. Whereas for me, it it goes into the realm of the miraculous and the magical and the transcendent and eternal. You know, it's like it's beyond anything earthbound. You know.
So this is the level of social interaction where you encode some of your frequencies into the language that everybody understands. You've got this level covered.
Yes.
You may not even pay attention to that. Let's go deeper. That is the creative part of communication. When I ask you to take a look what's coming up, you just go there and see the images and uh, talk to me about the images that you see so that we could have a fuller picture of what is really going to happen. So you're teaching, you're creating some kind of change for your students. And what do you see? What do you know is happening?
Well, it's a much larger effect than what I used to imagine. Not when I what I used to imagine, but what I used to experience during. I don't know how often this would happen, but uh, fairly regularly, at least
Hmm.
once a month during your presentations that you do at your apartment. Um, what would occur to me is you would be teaching, and everybody would be listening, and I'd be sitting on the couch, and I'd be paying attention uh, to my level of consciousness.
What you
Okay.
want to observe is the images that come to you right now, and you start describing what you see.
Okay. The image that I was seeing was one in the past, and so I wasn't seeing anything current. So let me see if I can come up and see if there is an image. But what I imagine is that instead of people uh, watching, listening, appreciating like they do in a TED talk, for instance, that they actually experience a transformational uh, awakening and into their own divine nature, and they move into the celebration of life, of themselves, and of others. It's what I don't know if you remember, because we didn't really talk much about it, but I did want to get into it a little bit, uh, because what would occur for me during your uh, sessions occasionally is that at some point I would keep expanding out and letting go and expanding out and letting go until what would happen is there was a crossover point that would happen where I felt like I was rising up out of from being underwater back into the air. And as I did that, then I would hear the frequency of reality um, spin up from a low rumble from something like this, as being the normal frequency of reality, to where it would speed up to a high pitched hum, to a like that. And what would happen is, as soon as that happened, everybody in the room would wake up. I remember in particular one instance where I was watching everyone else in the room when that happened, and you went from being you were working on somebody on the table and they were in pain, and you were trying to figure out the
Mhm.
the codes and the structure of whatever it was, and 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 when everybody went through the shift, and it wasn't just me, and there was no resistance to it, and it all happened without the conscious awareness of anybody in the room, seemingly, except for me. But everybody else instantly shifted from who they were as struggling humans. You went from an energetic healer to a maestro, like you're conducting an orchestra. And the person on the table went nearly from pain to orgasm. And the person and everybody else in the room went from struggle to celebration. And the weird thing about it for me is it seemed like nobody else noticed except for me. They just immediately shifted their vibration into harmony with my consciousness and my awareness, and acted from that as their own.
Observe the wave that you're experiencing now. Notice how it travels through your spine, into your head and back. Okay. Let me help you with some questions. What were you aware of and nobody else was aware of it? Let's go deeper. What level of consciousness did you access at that time? Let's go, 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 go. Point of creation of that. The barriers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 20, 25. That. Good, bad, right, wrong, pox and pods, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds, times a gazillion, destroy that for a greater place. Any increase of the wave?
Yes.
What does it feel like to you? Is it like home or is it something exotic?
Well, the other time where that seemed most profound to me, even though I don't think it's currently a peak experience, was that time that I woke up out of bed and experienced what it was for every inanimate object in the house to be divinely conscious and in communication with me, and where I said I can't be responsible for this tomorrow,
Yeah.
for what change this is going to make in my life and my relationships.
So it's some kind of synesthesia. So did you like it?
Yes, yes, it was like it was truly the experience of the holy man walking through the desert, and the desert flowering in celebration around him.
Would you choose this state of consciousness?
Yes.
Okay. Ask yourself if this were my home frequency, if this were my natural flow and natural mode, what would I create? what results would I create? Just tune in, expand out. There is some release going in your chakras and in your bars. So, okay, here's the implant that I see. It divides, it's like compartmentalizes your consciousness. Okay. I am entering, what is it? It's the bridge. Let me know if you've got a signal in your chest or your solar plexus right now. Okay. So an implant creating separation from integrated consciousness, from multidimensional consciousness, from the awareness of multiple realities and parallel realities. Okay. What would you call it? It's an implant that creates a particular range of awareness. It's like you may be aware only of this much and about this. What would you call this device?
I would call it a channel of a particular limited reality. It's it's like going to a movie and experiencing that movie. You know, it limits the frequency to a defined reality.
Okay, let's call it the human eye. It responds. Go to the point of creation of the thought immediately preceding the insertion. Moving through the barriers. Okay, keep going. How many more barriers are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 30, 70, 100, 150, 200, 3. There's like multiple points of creation there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. And we're turning polarity on that. Focus on your lower back. Let's clear it a little bit. The bridge of your nose.
Yes.
You can feel the density there?
Yes.
Okay. And we're entering this area and going back. It's where your power band is, asking for the chip. Interesting sensation, isn't it?
Yes,
Something is going on in the circle of manifestation.
yes.
Okay. Let's ask for the total time of being restricted, being limited by the human norms of consciousness. Now we're asking for the particles of time that hold this in place. Whoa. Times a gazillion, destroy that for a greater place. What's happening, Dave?
Um, my attention is kind of on the center of my back, the spine kind of between my shoulder blades and behind.
Okay. Uh, just focus there and ask for all social fears and all decisions about your social life of being defensive or distant or aloof. Okay, there. And we're releasing all of those defenses. So, on your ego level, you've always thought that you had to stay away because you were kind of less than others, and in reality, it's like you were unwilling to show them your greatness, your strength. It would be too much, you know?
Yes, and even when I do sessions now, it seems to be beyond what almost anybody can handle.
Right. Would you continue doing so, or shall we uncreate this fucking defense mechanism?
Yeah, yeah. Let's.
Okay, that is an implant put by your protectors. At it's in your light body. Okay.
What were my? What was the objective of my protectors in putting this in?
Can you imagine you telling everybody, boasting and bragging about objects around you having consciousness? Where would you end up?
They weren't just conscious; they were in divine celebration of my awakening.
Yeah. So that is a greatest uh, fear, the fear of being inadequate, inappropriate, insane, all of that good stuff. There. I'm reading here, there is an absolute necessity to cancel all decisions to prove everybody that you're good or you're better or that you can do something and others cannot do. It's like a decision to become special. You don't have to do anything about that. When you are expanded, everybody sees that. And everybody sees just the way they can grasp it, you know?
That's in harmony with their reality.
Yes. But everybody will notice the change. And if you start proving something, you will be imposing your value system or your beliefs. So, all of your decisions
To be special.
to be special, to prove the world that you are special. You are special, but you don't have to prove it. They have to see it. If they do not see it, then those are the wrong people.
Of course, I get it. Thank you.
And that's your protection as well. Oh, mm-hmm. So we're canceling everything.
Yes, to the wrong people, you have to be
Invisible.
less invisible or no non-threatening.
Exactly. So don't worry about that. Okay. Now, now you're releasing really. Good. And let's go into your chest, the heart chakra, asking for all secrets and camouflages. Okay, let's check something. So you are having a workshop or a conference call. You are drawing, you are creating metaphors, you are talking in rhymes, all the good stuff. What changes do you create for the planet, for each and every participant of this conference call, for me as someone who is connected to you energetically? Just read it, duplicate and read it. There. I'm releasing lots of density right now, and this should help you grasp the idea. Ouch.
You're releasing density from yourself.
From the field, it's like from you. You're expanded, let's see, about 6,000 miles right now in each direction. This whole area should be transformed because the density is immense. Okay, it's lightening up. So, what kind of changes uh, on the personal level, on the political level, on the social level, on the economic level? Where do you feel the flows going?
Well, it seems like the flows are following all existing channels.
Right. So it's totally universal. Depends on where your love is, where your interest is. Now you're releasing the hara. Let's go into your umbilicus again and ask for connections on a very low primal level, animalistic level. Let's release that. Now we have more light available, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's try this. Feel what happens if you say, I am the Word of God.
I am the Word of God.
Is it opening your neck?
I feel some resistance there.
Okay. What in the neck?
Yeah, my throat chakra.
Okay, let's go there. Secrets. What are you allowed to talk about? What are you limited
Mm-hmm.
to talk about? What are you unwilling to talk about? Unwillingness, that. Okay. What is it exactly that you're unwilling to say? Because if you said it, that would be recognized as the Logos, the Word, the Creator. That. Any shifts in the sensation?
Yes.
Well,
Yes. Flowing in my throat chakra now.
okay, just say I am the Word of God.
I am the Word of God. Still some tightness reaction there from that.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's shift the language then, maybe. Uh, I am the messenger for beings of oneness.
I am the messenger for beings of oneness.
Does it feel lighter?
Yes.
Okay, that clears my throat. I'm the channel for transformation.
I am the channel for transformation. I am actually.
Yeah, you are. Who would doubt? Okay, that's your heart chakra. I'm the channel for universal awareness.
I am the channel for universal awareness.
I'm the channel for joy and divine grace.
I am the channel for joy and divine grace.
That's flowing. Oh, you like it?
Yes.
Okay. Now ask yourself if you stayed in this energy, if you were 100% aware of this energy moment by moment, what would your body be like in 5 years? In 10 years? Now you can feel some areas that are pretty dense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's ask what is better for me to be like this, to be flowing, or to follow the pre programmed reality, which is actually a jump from the vagina into the grave. Okay, we have some release. Feels like a melt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it feels lighter. Now let's ask what does it take to create an awakening haven?
A haven for awakening.
Do you like the concept? A haven for awakening.
Yes. Yeah, I've always been attracted to, the Aristotle's, the Greek philosophers' forums.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, in this day and age, it can be anywhere because we are in a multimedia reality, and you can be very dynamic, and at the same time, you can create this unlimited space for awakening for whoever would like to be awakened. There. Okay. You like it?
Yeah, so releasing from my left, under my left ribs now. It's kind of.
Mm, yeah. Okay, let's ask for an observation point. That is the point from which you control all processes of awakening in yourself and others who are willing. Where is this observer point? Let's see, let's go there. 14th dimension, 15th, 16th, 17th. On there. Can you imagine an archangel who loves to crack jokes and everybody's roaring with laughter? Just imagine that kind of being. And it's not just everybody's laughing, but they are laughing and transforming. Even even the most evil ones. It's like the more you're evil, the more you laugh. And the
Yes.
more you laugh, the faster you transform. Then that is the speed you're capable of. I'm just showing you the possibilities of your channel. That is the place of awakening. Just breathe. Let's adjust the brain to that. Whoa. That is some powerful shit.
Everything is shifting.
And now let's go into your belly, where you were hiding your shyness and your shame, and now you can realize what you've been ashamed of. It's this ability to transform. Mm-hmm. So we're releasing all of the guardians and sentinels. How's your spine? Well, I guess what's left for us to do is for you to will it to happen moment by moment and better and better. So I'm helping you dissolve some blockages in the forehead area and the tunnels of time and space. Okay, we're done.
What was the other implant?
That is the holding the memory. It's like the memory flash. So the memory chip.
Well, that was quite surgically precise.
No, thank you. That's just know that I can work like this only with you. Nobody else would
Oh,
would be aware of this.
well, I always assume that when we work together, you do the same with everyone, but you told me that once before in Sacramento.
No, it's what is needed is it's like here the doer and the recipient are equal, you know.
Yes.
So it's okay, and we're shifting the subjective observer points, and that is what is required to create this process. But maybe we've created some echo. So whoever picks this up. Okay, just don't forget to run your recreation reactivation.
Okay. Will do. Thanks, my friend. Bye.
Ciao.